of Economics at the University of Cape Coast, Professor William Nsedu. Good evening to you, Prof. Thank you for your time on the ChannelOne newsroom.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, Prof, we know the impacts of the Russia-Ukraine war on Ghana's economy. We know its impacts on what happened here in terms of prices of goods that were coming in from that side of the world. With what is currently happening in the Middle East, how exposed is our country? We know that the government is planning to ramp up our reserves. Recently, the finance minister brought to Parliament the reserve accumulation policy, hoping that by 2028 we'll have reserves enough for about 15 months of import cover. How well are we exposed to this particular threat coming in from Iran?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, of course, we all know the structure of this, the economy of this dear country, and we all know how exposed we are. We are actually very exposed. You want to know the impact. Yes, it could be quite profound, but also contradictory. What do I mean by that? It means that it can have one of a mixed experience. Maybe just to elaborate, just to give you a breakdown on what the possible impact could be. The first one is what I could refer to as the safe haven windfall. What do I mean by safe haven windfall? That has to do with the fact that gold prices are likely to go up, right? When conflict, we all know that when conflict escalates in the Middle East, international investors
find solace in gold.
Run away. We would want to identify what we can refer to as a safe haven asset, assets in which they can feel secured. And gold is one of their number one of the main choices, if I should put it that way. And we know that Ghana is presently one of the largest gold producers in Africa. And Ghana in recent times we've experienced a surge in export earnings. And we know, let's say we talk about 2025, gold prices surged nearly 72%. And that obviously can help Ghana build massive, what we term as massive current account surplus. And this windfall can be used to, like what the president, the policy is intending to do, to build an economic war chest, if we should call it that way. So obviously it's going to help us to increase our international reserves. That is one of the positive sides. We can also look at it we know that Ghana is an oil producer, but also we are heavy importers of refined petroleum products. And the heightened tension, especially those involving Iran and what we call the Strait of Hormuz or whatever, I don't know if I'm even pronouncing it well, that can cause sharp swings in Brent crude oil production. In early 2026, potential military escalations pushed prices above $80 per barrel, $80 per barrel. So that is one side, the volatility in terms of supply and obviously the price of these products, petroleum products. Then the other angle at which we can look at this is in terms of the global oil, the prices itself. The higher global oil prices will immediately increase domestic fuel and transport costs. So the trickle-down effect will be that domestic fuel and transport costs would likely go up, would increase. And when that is factored into other activities, the fact that a number of essential goods are transported, and if it's going to cause them to transport, then obviously it's going to push up inflation. what we normally call the cost push inflation. And this is likely, if you are not careful, it can threaten, it can derail Ghana's recent success in bringing inflation down to single digits.
Okay.
The third is the fact that the conflicts spill over into the Red Sea has fundamentally altered trade routes between Asia, Middle East, and West Africa. So there's rerouting, if I should call it that way. And most vessels now try to avoid the Suez Canal, sailing instead around the Cape of Good Hope. So what does this mean? So it would definitely add, in terms of miles, roughly about 4,000 miles.
And raise the prices of goods.
Added. Yes. So obviously that's going to affect freight. The freight rate is going to likely go up if we just do some kind of simulation.
Yeah.
Then we are talking about 40 to 60% rise in freight rates.
Okay.
And that, so these are some of the things that could happen.
All right, sir.
Yes, and these are some of them. So it's a mixed. Yes, we are exposed, but there's a positive side and there's also
all right, sir.
The negative side.
Thank you very much, sir. Professor William Nsedu. He is a professor of economics